Hey, what's up? It's a brand new day. Today I'm waiting for this EB70 to arrive. Just want to clear up something from my last video that I posted. The EB70, it worked flawlessly. When I charged it up from the AC power brick, it was charging up just fine, and it was my user error that created the short in the generator. It burned out the charging circuit when I put too many solar panels in series, and it was supposed to be done with just 2 of those SP120 panels in parallel with connectors, which now I have, but it's gonna look something like this, you know, like a female to a female connector that goes to a male connector import. You'd need 2 of those though, like a series of them. This one I got from the Bouge RV company. So just a heads up on that. Don't make the mistake like I did and burn out your whole generator. Thankfully, Bluetti is kind enough to send me another one, so I'm going to do my best to do a proper review on this, showing off the capabilities of the solar and hopefully the car charging input from the cigarette lighter adapter also. Alright, my guy just dropped off this shipment right here. I think in this box is my shipment of not liquor like the other boxes are behind here. Although I do work at a liquor store and I sell lots of liquor, and that is a nice item. Yes! Here it is, the EB70, the brand new replacement of the other one that I messed up. This is much lighter to pick up than the AC200, but you still gotta have some strength to lug it around. Okay, here we go. Everything that was in the other packaging, like the warranty, everything's here. Power block, charging cables, it's all here. And the nice mint green color that we so love. Gonna just do a quick test here showing that this is gonna power up with this. Okay, so I got the power brick here, and I'm gonna do the test again, just making sure that it works from the wall outlet. You know, a lot of the times you just use things and just expect them to work, but I don't know. I guess being a guy, you just don't read the instruction manual sometimes. And okay, see, look, it's going up, and it says there's 165 watts, 197 watts of power inputting. And when it is charging, I want to point out something here with this power brick. It is showing that there's a red light here, and that is indicating that it is working, that it is charging up right now. So that is a good sign. That's a sure sign that this is a working unit. Alright, let's try this out again. I'm currently in my car. Got the ignition started up. And over here, I have my cigarette lighter adapter that came with this EB70. And when I plug it in, the moment of truth here, let's see if it says that there's anything being input. Ah, it says there's 44 watts of input here. So that's good. I have another port like this in the back of my car, and I'm going to try to plug this into the back of the car to just see if it'll plug so I don't have to have this up front. Okay, here it is. Let me just see if this will work here. It is showing charging, and it's working. There's 31 watt hours, 49 of input. 50. There's even more in this back one. Got a lot of wire in here in the car. I have like a dash cam and things that are plugged into here. It's just curiosity's getting me. I wonder if this is gonna charge up here and plug up here. Yeah, this is working. This is definitely doable. I could drive this car and charge that unit up. Alright, on top of my car I got one Bluetti single panel here, okay? This is the SP120. So this one panel is plenty enough to charge up this generator. So that cord is running down here into the adapter that it came with. And all I gotta do is just plug this in and just get a test reading here of what I'm getting into this generator. See, it's taking a second to detect it, and it's gonna say 35 watts of input. So 66, okay, so that is good, successful. So everything worked out as expected. That first learning experience, I overcame it, and this time I made sure not to make the same mistake twice. Make sure that you understand the different kinds of voltages that the product is capable of. This doesn't have any kind of system to just automatically cut the power if there's too much voltage being put into it. So you can mess your unit up if you put two of those panels in series. Don't ever put them in series. Always use a parallel connector if you're planning to use two. I'm just going to use one with that. 65 watt hours. That's plenty enough for me in the long run. It's going to charge it up eventually. And the rated power of this is 700 watts. So there's a lot of power capability that that generator can put out into any appliance that you need. It's got a surge of 1400 watt. So I plan to try to test this out with some of my other things around the store, like maybe an air gun, hot air gun later on. The typical capacity of this unit is 716 watt hours, so it's got a lot of capacity, and it's a lithium ion phosphate battery. And the input of it, you can put in between 12 to 28 volts in the DC. It's an 8 amp, 200 watt input from the wall, and like I tested out earlier, I was getting about 198 watts, so it's a pretty accurate reading right there. And the AC output, you could output up to 700 watts like it says. And USB-C, this is where it shines. You can have two of these 100 watt USB-C fast charging ones. It's got a standard USB-A output. The cigarette lighter port, you got that rated up to 10 amps, 12 volt. DC output, 10 amps, also 12 volt. Wireless charging pad on top of it. You could see how that works in my previous video. I'll go ahead and link that in the description. Charging temperature, 0 to 40 degrees Celsius. Discharge temperature, minus 20 to 40 degrees Celsius. Let me bring this thing back inside and show you some of the things that it can power up on around here in the store, and show you the capability of it, because I know that you're trying to take it out and take it camping or do whatever you're trying to do when there's no power. It might be an extra source of power, or be like me and just use it as a solar generator and use it to save electricity around here. Okay, so just going to show you how this looks once it's charged up. I had it left out in the sun for about an hour and a half, and it is, see, full charge. And you know, the only way to really get a reading on here is to either click one of these buttons here or here, just to see what the reading is real quick. But okay, so 100%, that's good. Okay, so real quick, I'm just going to show you how many devices I can connect from this. Okay, here is a fast charger for my phone. This is the USB-C to the Apple phone here. Let's get it in 9 watts, but it's going to charge up fast with this. And then this is for the MacBook, so we just plug that in there, and then plug that over to here, and then watch, this is going to jump up to the, let's see what it's going to jump up to. Oh, like 43. So we're getting some power output there. Let's see, I can plug in little power banks like this in the 5 volt plug there. And even another accessory device here. Okay, so got like 53 watts being output, and it's handling it all right there. Could do a lot more too. Okay, I got a heat gun here. See how over here it says it's a 730 watt rating, so I'm gonna try this. It's plugged up to this one here. Let me just flip it on. And you can see that it's working. It's pulling in about 628. If you enjoyed watching my review of this Bluetti EB750, go ahead and follow this channel if you haven't done so already. I'm going to put a lot more videos with this device and testing it with different kind of devices and scenarios. So look forward to those in the future, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, peace.